you for the introduction. My name is Sarah Elsakhawy, and I work as the Women's Empowerment Project Coordinator at Embrace Relief. We at Embrace Relief are a 501c3 humanitarian nonprofit organization that works around the world and helps those in need by creating research-based programs centered around the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. In addition to that, we closely engage with those whom we serve, which allows us to truly see some of the struggles they are facing. Today, I would like to talk to you all about some of these struggles and what steps we can take to try and change them. Globally, over 244 million children and youth are out of school, with many of them living in conflict-affected areas. The obstacles they face are daunting, from safety concerns and societal norms that prioritize boys' education to economic hardships that force children into labor instead of learning. Studies have shown that in countries affected by conflict, literacy rates among youth can drop by more than 20%, and unemployment rates are consistently higher among young people, continuing the cycle of poverty. Specifically, women are disproportionately affected by poverty, with women aged 25 to 34 being 25% more likely than men to live in extreme poverty. In sub-Saharan Africa, women make up over 60% of the labor force in the informal economy, and yet they have little job security, no benefits, and limited access to financial resources. In Tanzania, only 6% of women have access to formal financial services, and less than 10% of women own land, despite making up more than 50% of the agricultural workforce. These barriers not only prevent women from achieving economic independence, but also limit their ability to contribute fully to their community and the economy at large. Even in more specialized fields, women and girls are often not given the same opportunities as men and boys. Today in the United States, almost 60% of all school administrators are women. However, in other parts of the world, while the majority of teachers are women, very few are allowed to climb the ranks and become head teachers and administrators. Such a trend can be seen in Uganda, where only 12% of head teachers are women, and in Malawi, where female head teachers make up just 8%. The situation is the same in Tanzania, where men dominate leadership roles. For instance, in the Ilala district of the Dar es Salaam region, where 84.1% of primary school teachers are women, only 38% of them are heads of schools. If you could flip the slide, please. Thank you. Education is not just a fundamental right. It is a powerful tool for peace building and economic development. According to UNESCO, each additional year of schooling can increase a person's income by up to 10% and can reduce the risk of conflict by 20% over the long term. Furthermore, when girls receive education, the impact is even more profound. Educated women are more likely to participate in the labor force, make informed health decisions, and contribute to the well-being of their families and communities. Yet, despite this, millions of young women are denied the chance to learn due to factors beyond their control. The lack of economic opportunities for women has far-reaching implications. When women are unable to access education, secure stable employment, or start their own businesses, the entire community suffers. Research shows that when women are empowered economically, they invest up to 90% of their incomes back into their families and communities, compared to just 30 to 40% for men. This investment translates into better health, education, and economic outcomes for everyone. However, without the necessary support and resources, many women remain trapped in the cycles of poverty. If you can flip the next slide. Thank you. To address these challenges, there must be policy changes that promote gender equality in leadership roles, provide targeted training programs to equip women with the necessary skills, and establish mentorship networks to support aspiring female leaders. Additionally, engaging with local communities and conversations about the benefits of female leadership is crucial in shifting common attitudes and reducing the stigma associated with women in leadership. We need solutions that involve governments, communities, and organizations working together. We must advocate for policies that prioritize education for all, particularly for marginalized groups like girls and young women. Investment in safe learning environments, scholarships, and technology-based education solutions can break down these barriers to education, even in the most difficult contexts. In addition, creating pathways for youth to gain practical skills, engage in entrepreneurship, participate in civic activities can empower them to become active contributors in their societies. We need to advocate for policies that promote gender equality in the workplace, such as equal pay, access to childcare, and protections against gender-based discrimination. Additionally, we must invest in initiatives that provide women with the skills, resources, and support they need to gain financial independence. Next slide, please. Thank you. We at Embrace Relief decided to take on these problems through our RISE program in Tanzania. RISE, which stands for Reach, Inspire, Support, and Educate, is dedicated to empowering women by providing scholarships to female teachers and becoming school administrators or supervisors through a 2-year program. By investing in women's education and leadership skills, we are not only changing individual lives, but also fostering a generation of female leaders who can drive systemic change in their communities. In Tanzania, where gender disparities in education and employment are significant, RISE is helping to dismantle these barriers and create pathways for women to take on roles that have traditionally been inaccessible to them. Already, 24 women have successfully graduated from the program, and we have another class of 24 women currently enrolled. We also have committed to providing education to young girls through our LEARN program. LEARN provides access to high-quality online education at the high school and college levels. This program addresses the educational gap in countries where girls' access to education is otherwise severely limited. By offering virtual learning opportunities, LEARN ensures that education can continue regardless of external challenges, helping to raise literacy rates and increase engagement among young women. We currently have 3 students enrolled at the high school level, 10 students who are pursuing degrees in computer applications to work virtual IT jobs upon graduation, and 10 pursuing degrees in English to become teachers in their local communities. Next slide, please. Empowering girls is not only about education. It is about creating an environment where young people can thrive as leaders, innovators, and advocates for peace, and see other female role models doing the same. Girls need our continued support. As one of our students said, being deprived of education is very hard. For instance, in the past, I didn't have a perfect schedule for progressing my lessons, but now I can go ahead with my lessons in a very convenient way without going outside. I feel so lucky for finding such an opportunity for progressing my lessons, and I also hope this type of opportunity for other girls also. All of them are very intelligent, but they're not able to find such an opportunity, a great opportunity for their lessons. So that is the greatest struggle for them. They are not able to progress. To achieve long-lasting change in the world, we must help individual women and girls to achieve their goals. These small changes can create a ripple effect that benefits entire communities. By working together with those in need, governments, and other stakeholders, we can create environments that support women's economic independence and drive meaningful, sustainable, and long-lasting change. Thank you very much.